your music live. Your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Hello, and welcome into Your Music Live. My name is Pete Johnson. For the next 2, sometimes 3 hours, we'll be playing the best independent music from all around the world, and we do it each and every week right here on this very channel, thanks to these fine folks here. They call themselves DistroKid, and if you're an independent artist, a creator, a musician, you want to get your music out there, yeah? You want to get into the ear holes of the people around the world? DistroKid got you covered. One upload, 1 yearly subscription, your music everywhere. It is just that cool. And you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan right now if you use the link up there or in the description. We got to get into this because we got so much great music to play for you here on this week's show. We're going to kick off with an artist who's got one of the coolest names going around. They call themselves XLSX, and they're going to transport us back to an 80s wonderland with this one. This is called Left Behind 1989. Here on Your Music Alive.
It's like one day I went to bed, and when I woke up the next morning, I suddenly felt old. You can never really pinpoint when it happens, but it happens to all of us. And as much as it slips away, we will always remember the moment.
The stars were shining so bright. We had the top down on the drive. There was the smell of sea in the air. That was the last time I saw her. And though the years may come and go, our memories won't get old. Somehow we all get left behind, and we get lost somewhere in time. But you're still there in my mind, and I'll never forget those nights in 1989.
We will always remember the moments that defined us, the laughter, the dreams, the ones that got away.
You had that look in your eyes. I put my foot down to 85. All the lights became a blur. I often wonder what happened to her. Now I chase echoes of those days as the years slip away. Somehow we all get left behind, and we get lost somewhere in time. But you're still there in my mind, and I'll never forget those nights. Somehow we all get left behind, and we get lost somewhere in time. And though the time may well abide,
XLSX to get us started here on Your Music Live. What a cool track. Interesting video to go with it. Yeah, just a delightful bed of synth sounds, transporting us back to a simpler time, 1989. About that one, they said the song started out about an idea that we all kind of get stuck in a certain era when it comes to our favorite music. I was actually 2 in 1989, but it felt like the 80s were a great era to embody the message of the song. Plus, in 2006 wouldn't have rhymed. I hear you. Yeah, they do say that and plus things go in like 20, 30 year cycles anyway. So, 2006 was kind of like the rebirth of the 80s, and now we've got another round of it. Because have you seen the mustaches? Have you seen the mullets? Have you heard the old school kind of synthwave music that's being produced now? Yeah, it's the 80s again anyway. Very cool stuff there from XLSX. And if you're not a spreadsheet nerd like me, you might not understand the reference, but if you are, you do, because XLSX is the file type of a spreadsheet, something that I spent way too many hours in back in my corporate days. And now you'll be happy to know I only use about 3 spreadsheets, and one of them holds your songs for this very show, which I find the coolest spreadsheet of all. Let's play another track. This one comes to us from Gordon Lee Weaver. Are you ready, Weaver? He says, start at 1:14 because this 7-section, 10-minute long suite is all about the changes. I trust we'll enjoy the cursed visuals. However, psychedelically enhanced individuals may wish to avert their eyes. Gotcha. You have been warned, folks. You have been warned. All right, let's cue this one up and give it a spin. It's our old mate Gordon Lee Weaver here on Your Music Live. One moment, please. My YouTube is not doing the full screening. That is a little better. Let's try this one more time with feeling, shall we, folks? Take 2. The poor rock-faced boy. Oh, when AI just gives you a whole bunch of normal kids and then one's just got like a potato instead of a face. This is what AI should be, for humans to laugh at. That's the point of AI. It should be creating the music. We need Gordon Lee Weaver to create the music. We need AI to make weird stuff for us to look at and laugh at. That's my take on it. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, go and listen to it. I was doing the preview of the show yesterday, and I listened to most of the song. And yeah, 10 minutes. It is a ride. It is an absolute wild ride indeed. So awesome. Indeed, I know. It takes you. It's intense. It's very, very cool. And by the way, if you would like to, you can jump straight down into the description right now. Go and follow Gordon Lee Weaver, follow XLSX, follow all of these wonderful artists that we're playing, because I've done the hard work for you, as I do each and every week, and I've linked it all down in the description below for your listening pleasure. Let's keep the kind of 80s vibe going here, shall we? This is from Cypher, who says, my song is in the style of an upbeat 80s tune. It was written for the intent of for a summer vibe. So all you Northern Hemisphere folks who are about to kick into your summertime goodness as the weather cools down south here, yeah, you can enjoy this one. Kick back, grab a cocktail, and enjoy Sunset Boulevard.
No matter where I'm at, I'm thinking of you. Feelings like this are hard to find, yeah, it's true. You're my meaning to a thought that I never knew. Love and laughter in every move is what I will do. Your bright eyes and the soft skies are my favorite view. Forever in this moment will keep me from feeling blue. Surrounded by others that I hope get the clue. The passion we have will last, cause I'll never give up on you. I'm on the Sunset Boulevard, dreaming of you. I'm on the Sunset Boulevard, waiting for you. Out in the open like this will keep me on guard. Leaving would be tough, cause staying with you ain't so hard. No worries in the world, not even a disregard. I cherish these feelings while I'm out on the Sunset Boulevard. The days like this are what I love most. Open-minded like I'm traveling coast to coast. Going places when I'm with you is what makes me smile. Time ain't forever, so I hope our moments last a while. Alone no more, for I know what will always be mine. Gifted unlike anyone is what really makes you shine. Repeat what has been done before, for this could be it. Memories like this I hope we really never forget. I'm on the Sunset Boulevard, dreaming of you. I'm on the Sunset Boulevard, waiting for you.
An absolute bop there from Cypher, Sunset Boulevard. You can jump over to the cloud of sounds and check that one out if you so desire. We've got, oh man, it's going to be such a cool show. We're going to do a Play My Firebeat coming up in just a bit. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our wonderful friends at DistroKid. We've got a featured artist to reveal. We've got some wonderful cover songs. It is going to be huge. It's going to be massive. And if you'd like to know how to submit a song for a future show, you can go ahead and use the link right there, the QR code, or there is a link in the description, studiolivetoday.com/YML. I make it easy for you. Out late last night, I was at a concert. So I'm bringing all the energy I can, but I'm going to need some help today. I'm going to need some help from you folks to help me bring the energy here on the show today. Because, yeah, I saw the Crash Test Dummies. And was it awesome? It was super, super cool. Yeah, they did close with So, yeah, it was a great time. But I don't do past 10 p.m. these days. Where's my 10 p.m. bedtime friends at? Holy dolly. So I'm going to need you folks to help bring the energy here because I'm running on adrenaline here. I know, I was tired last week too. It must be because I do this show on a Monday morning. Yeah, it was super, super cool. It was a great time. Let's play some Michael. Get your Z key ready and start tapping it frantically because he says, hi Pete, The Hidden Memory, a musical journey. Yeah, Michael, aka Zland. Bam. the epicness that is Michael, aka Zland Band. Man, I know, look, I say this almost every time we play some Michael stuff, but yeah, you just never know what you're going to get when you hit the play button because Michael has such a diverse range of songs and such talent, from the spoken words to the singing to cool instrumental atmospheric tunes like that one. Very, very cool stuff. Are you home at the moment, Michael? I didn't get by the way, I'm in Guatemala in the description of that one. Very cool stuff indeed. Speaking of cool stuff, let's jump over to slaps.com. This is Middle Suburbia, who has been, dare I say, crushing it lately with their amazing tunes. And this one is no exception. They say, I wrote this song originally in 2021 and was one of the first songs I submitted to YML. There is an acoustic version already on all platforms, but I always felt like there was more for this song. So I kept working on it. I struggled with imposter syndrome, so I was extra anxious about how my early music was received. This song speaks to a very deep place in me, one that is guarded, but one that is hopeful. And if you've been watching the show and following Daniel, aka Middle Suburbia's progress, yeah, goodness me, have they gone from strength to strength. Not that they weren't a great creator early on, but the level of confidence and the level of quality of their music has just gone boom, 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 boom. And now you're going to hear where it's at here in 2025. This is Middle Suburbia, and tonight, good night.
If you were to hear my song, would you say the notes are wrong? Or would you tell me that it's the best you ever heard? If you were to hear me sing, would you like the song I bring? Would you tell me that my voice needs a little word? And so tonight, so it goes every time I'm letting go of what is mine. And so tonight,
what a build. How cool is that? Yeah, really great chorus. Really nice. And yeah, as Papa Tom here says, you can follow the waveform here on the slaps.com. You can follow the waveform and see where the track's going. You can also throw fire on the track. In fact, let's talk about this, shall we? Because that was a great song. First of all, round of applause, please, for our mate Middle Suburbia, who is just crushing it. 2000 power pop rock is back, baby. But yeah, the really, really cool song. And here's the joy. I know Middle Suburbia uses both DistroKid and slaps.com. Here's the joy of slaps.com. It's like DistroKid Lite. So once you're ready to go to the big show, you can join DistroKid, $22.99 per year, release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. Super duper cool. And save yourself 7% off your first year using the link up there and down there. But while you're getting used to this whole world of sharing music, jump here to slaps.com. It's like SoundCloud before. I don't like to say, no, my mother always told me if you don't have something nice to say about some web sharing service, don't say anything at all. So here's my opinion of SoundCloud. However, slaps.com allows you to share all of your songs. As you saw there, we can throw fire on it. We can save it. Sharing is an absolute breeze. And if we come down here to the comments, I can say, just spun this on, around YML. Epic stuff. And that goes back to Daniel, and he can check it out there. Look, there's Scotty Baby. There's our friend Scotty there as well. Yes, you can share your music for free with slaps.com, courtesy of our friends at DistroKid. And if you're already a DistroKid member, just sign in with your DistroKid account. It's a very, very cool way and a cool place to share your music. And then you will fall in love with the concept of sharing your music, and you will want to get it everywhere. And that's where DistroKid comes in to get it onto Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Tidal and Deezer and all the bloody places, eh? All right, next track up on the block is Ms. Fiona Patrick, someone we haven't heard from before. I write all my songs with Notion Mobile and Koala Sampler and finish them in GarageBand. This track was different. I use GarageBand on my iPad as a musical instrument. Lie back, close your eyes, and think about dark forests and the Carpathian Mountains and Dracul. Very specific. Kind of love it. All right, let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live. Dynamics for days. Theme for a vampire's kiss. Very subtle and very foreboding. If you'd like to listen to the whole thing, as the problem with a show like this is that we don't have the full time to listen to a piece like that. Shall we say climax? No, I did not want to say that. Cool stuff there. Thank you for sharing. The jump scares going on in that track. Very cool. And like all the other ones, you can find that down in le description below. See, I speak French too. Could you understand that, Mark, Sylvie, Michael? Le description. Oh, it's going to be a long one, folks. I apologize in advance, but I'm going to be in a funny mood. I'm going to make you do some work here, because the reason that I'm so tired is that I saw a band by the name of Crash Test Dummies last night. We're going to do the Play My Firebeat. This is the longest word that you've had to type in for Play My Firebeat ever. The way this works, if you're new to the show, is if you're watching here live, all you need to do is put hashtag Crash Test Dummies. Yes, all of that, one word, in the chat. Yes, or I should have made it Maybe I'll do that for the second one. So hashtag Crash Test Dummies. Oopsie Barber's been able to do it, so as has Paws and Guitars. And if you are selected at random by the random selection algorithm thing, then we'll play your tune. You get to choose a song for us to play on the show. So get those votes in. Get those words in now. All right, let's jump back over to the Cloud of Sounds. This is Eric Bell, who says, the Andalusian cadence, A minor, G, F, E minor, or how to ruin it by pointless shredding. See, here's the thing, Eric. You know I love your guitar work. I know. I very early on, when Eric was sort of part of the community, I professed my lack of love of shredding. So now he always tongue-in-cheek says, "Oh yeah, here's just a couple of minutes of pointless shredding." But no, the problem is the shredding I don't like is 18-year-old dude with long hair that goes into guitar store and plays that one lick he learnt that one time on all the expensive guitars that he'll never afford, all the while looking around to see if someone's watching him. That's the shredding I don't like. All right, let's give this one a spin. It's 1 minute 28. It's called 1.28. Let's give it a spin. Eric Bell with his song that I like to call How to Get Your Entire Song Played on Your Music Live and Get a Guitar Solo Played on Your Music Live. You make it 1.5 minutes and you make it all guitar solo. He's cracked the algorithm. Yeah, there is no algorithm. I'm sorry. This is people driven. Jade Starr, this person here, did a show today about the dead internet theory and the fact that everything is machines feeding machines. It's all just people using automation and using like things that can tell machines what machines want to hear, and then it's just feeding us. We're just there with our mouth open and the robots are just pouring in garbage. This show is the opposite of that. This is hand-selected, hand-picked. This is like your artisan loaf of bread at the market that some hippie that smells like weed sells you for $10. Yeah, it's overproduced and you won't always get, nice even edges, but it's delicious. And it's going to get worse from here, folks. This is the good part of the show. This is the first half. It's going to be quite a ride. I always say about live shows, doesn't matter. I don't put stress on myself anymore because sometimes it's just as entertaining if it's a bit of a train wreck as if it's a well-oiled machine. So you never know. You could get one or both or either. Gianpaolo Gallian's up next. He says, "Hello, folks. This is the second single from our new record featuring the masterful guitars of my brother Cristano Gallian and the groovy bass of our friend Nick Muratti. The entire EP was produced in my studio. Thank you for being there. Enjoy." Let's get a little bit of drumming action here with our old mate, Gianpaolo Gallian. Too cool for school. Very nicely done there from Gianpaolo Gallion. Yeah, just showing. He's got like it's like a human metronome, Gianpaolo. Like he's just so dialed in, like he's right in the pocket in the groove. That doesn't happen without a lot of practice and a lot of work. So kudos to you. Yeah, and isn't it funny? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, real drum playing, and then I'm like, well, electronic drums, but you know, I know what you mean. Not programmed, not what us folks that just program our drums in can do. Yeah, round of the applause all round for Gianpaolo Gallion. I'm going to play one more song. Don't forget you can get your crash test dummies. I've made it really difficult for you. You can put hashtag crash test dummies all in one word in the chat and you'll go into the draw. We'll do that straight after this song. This one comes to us from Elzada Nevada, who said this song is about switching up what you're about to God's kingdom and what reality is in him. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Kingdom here, Elzada Nevada.
I will love you, Lord, in all my ways, and I will worship you for all my days. Did everything on earth to give glory to. The one who gave us love from heaven is you. And I will let go of whatever it is, the one in my heart, because all of this is marvelous. It's marvelous. In your kingdom, there is greatness and perfection. In your kingdom, who has died on earth for all us is your one son. In your kingdom, let your kingdom come and let your will be done on earth as in heaven. In your kingdom, in your kingdom, in your kingdom.
Yeah, really nice vocals, but and I really love the percussion, the little clicks in there. I think is that David Prune? Is that you producing on that? On I always say it wrong. Elzada's music. Very cool stuff. Excellent production on that one. Worked a treat. Yeah, just the emotion, like the rawness and the emotion in the voice is super duper cool. Good stuff indeed. Should we do the spinny spin spin? Should we do the spinny spin thing? Yeah, let's get some Elzada Nevada in the background while we bring up the spinny spin spin and spin the wheel. Prine, sorry, yeah, this is the problem. Whenever I get used to someone's pronunciation, just ask who is it that I got wrong for about a year. There's a few people that I've gotten wrong. But yes, David Prine producing on that one. There you go, Sticks for Guns. I was just waiting for Sticks for Guns to put their entry in correctly. Good stuff. Let us spin the wheel of goodness. Let's turn this one up. Good luck, everybody. Look at all those cool, attractive people. And your winner, and still world champion, is Brett, the Mix Club. Have you won before? Yeah, you have won before. We've definitely played you before, Rhett. Now you've got to find us a song to play, mate. Congratulations to the Mix Club. Good stuff there. And you know the drill here. In plain text in the chat, put your name, the platform, and the song you would like to hear. And we will play it. We will do that in just a jiffy while we wait on the Mix Club to decide. Let's play some Paper Pony, baby. Yeah, they're here in the chat too. Hello, Pete. Paper Pony is back here again, this time with a self-titled track to our album, Halo for a Seismic Princess. This song is a reggae rock track and a lot different to our other songs on the album, which lean more to punk rock side. Enjoy. I enjoy a bit of reggae rock stylings. Let's give us a spin here. Paper Pony, your music live. a ride, hey? Hey, Michael Thompson. That's a cool ride. There, Paper Pony. Still a bit of that punk sensibilities going on there as well. Very cool. Yeah, little harpsichord action in there. Yeah. Hello, Holy Ghost 66. G'day, Laurie's Mishmosh. Hello to Gordon Lee Weaver, who's just joined us. We played you earlier in the show as well. It's always a party around here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff indeed. All right, we have a decision from Rhett. We're not playing LOL or Balls. We're playing this tune, which is She Said. I don't think I've ever heard this from the Mix Club. So a punk side comes at the end. Oh, there you go. Well, it just means that folks will have to go and listen to it as well. Go and follow Paper Pony, and you'll be able to check that out. So look at this handsome, stylish chap here. This is Rhett James, and She Said, the winner of our Play My Firebeat here on Your Music Live.
She said, don't be so freaking paranoid. She said, she said, she said, she said, she said, don't try to get in my bed. She said, she said, she said, she said, told me I'm a father, sitting on the bother. She was dripping on the nature scene. She was dripping on the nature scene. She was dripping with the full hands of scene. So I'm trying to believe what she said, what she said. She said, don't search companion man. She said, she said, she said, she said, she said, don't be traffic lights. She said, yeah. She said, did you forget that I'm alive? Light up the smoke and let me drive. Life is just a social call. Life is just a social call. You don't have to answer it at all. So I wish that I could believe what she said. What she said. She said, try to be a lover boy. She said, she said, she said, she said, she said, make yourself an instrument. She said, she said, she said, she said, don't grab on every manhood. Take me out to Hollywood. Life is full of protocol.
Oh yeah, old school rock and roll. Yeah, what did she say? She said. Very cool stuff. Hello, Unshackled Spirit, Southern Fried Country Rocker. And you know what's weird though? Like clearly that image is not recent, but I was walking to the gig last night, Crash Test Dummies, and the football had just finished. And the number of like 18, 20, 22-year-old dudes that looked exactly like that was astounding. Yeah, mullets and moustaches are still a real thing, and the 70s and 80s are back apparently when it comes to style. I didn't get the memo. Sorry, I've gone. I went the Costanza instead. Yeah, all the kids have mullets, and I've said to my children, if you bring home like a 17-year-old boy, or actually no, they're only 15 and 13, but if you bring home a teenage boy with a bad teenage moustache and a mullet, yeah, not going to be too receptive. Then again, maybe I'm being judgmental about people's looks. So maybe I'm a giant hypocrite. Like, you know what? It doesn't matter what you look like. I don't know. It's just something about that choice. It's like we survived. We got through the 70s and 80s, and we looked back on it and realized that it was like not a great look. And now everyone's like, yeah, no, let's do that. Yeah, what will be next? I don't know. Stubbies. All the boys will start wearing those little tiny stubby shorts and singlets that we wore in the 80s. Is that next? Probably already there. Raul Nieves, save us from ourselves. Hello, Pete. Got the correct link this time for the instrumental Mysterious, written in 2009 and remastered for a better sounding mix. Hope you all enjoy it. Yeah, so apparently Raul sent us a link, and it wasn't the link that I meant to send. Yeah, get off my lawn. Nah. They're good kids. They'll choose wisely. Hopefully they bring home a nerd. I'll be down with that. Let's give this one a spin. Mysterious here on Your Music Live. robots would just dance instead of coming to destroy all of humanity, I'd be cool with them. I'd be fine. But it's just the whole humanity destroying part of them that I'm not so cool with. That was cool, though. That was Raul Nieves, and a very nice tune there, written all the way back in 2009 and remastered for 2025. Space Strip Robots. Very cool stuff. Yes, the groovy rock that Raul is bringing back to the forte to the forefront is good. Yeah, a little legato going on with those guitar bits. And yeah, look, I know Laurie. Hello to you, Laurie. Laurie did like an Australian show, and we were using lots of Australianisms and teaching her Australian words. And stubbies could be a couple of beers in small bottles, or it's also the name of short shorts. So think like hot pants, but they're what workmen wear. So like workwear, in Australia, especially in sort of the 70s and 80s, men would wear these little tiny shorts called stubbies. And weirdly, they weren't considered... They weren't considered effeminate or anything. They were the epitome of manliness, in complete contradiction to how it looked, because they were borderline bits hanging out. Anyway, we're getting off track and off topic, but I like to give a little Australian education every now and then. So stubbies, if you walk into a pub and someone offers you a pair of stubbies, just confirm first whether they're offering you short shorts or 2 beers. Okay. Frank Mastrocola says, "Hi, Pete. After performing on Broadway for about 15 years, then owning and operating a performing art school for a very long time, this song almost wrote itself. Made a garage band with me making all the music and singing it all. Couldn't have done it without your help, Pete. Thanks." Well, thank you to Frank Mastrocola. And this is Anita and Frank Mastrocola, the channel at least. I'm not subscribed. I've fixed that now. This is More/Less.
I walked out the door. Today was my last day. No party, no commemorations, and I'm surely on my way. It's all blue skies and butterflies and hummingbirds galore. I'm done, that life's behind me now. I'm not gonna work no more, 'cause now I wanna do more or less. I wanna do less, more. Don't wanna wake up every morning, go rushing out the door. I wanna do less, more. I wanna do more, less. Been working hard all my life and I deserve some rest. I've got a friend who lives down south, and I've been on his boat. It's nothing super fancy, but it's got a motor and it floats. I think I'll call him up real soon and ask him when he's free, 'cause my wife and I will come right down. It's all days off for me.
Wonderful storytelling there. Yeah, I do. More less and less more. I agree. That was very poignant for me, because I left my corporate job for coming up 5 years, if you can believe it. Yeah, is it 2025? Yeah, it was September of 2020. That doesn't seem right. I don't feel like I've been out on my own for 5 years, but yes, it's true. And yeah, just the whole like no party. Like, I got made redundant from my job. My final day, my boss wasn't even in Adelaide, and none of my colleagues were working in the building at that point. So it was very sad and lonely. And if I wasn't super duper happy about it, I could have been a bit like, oh, this is a bit sad. But yeah, I remember I'd had all my stuff. I had a box. I put my laptop in it, my phone, my work phone, and my pass. And I walked to the front desk and I handed it and said, "I'm leaving now." And they said, "Okay, bye." And I walked out the door, and that was the last time I had a real job. True story. And I say all that to say thank you, because I consider myself semi-retired right now, because this is a job, but it's a wonderful job. And you folks rocking up here each week, watching the shows and clicking the ads and donating to the channel, you make it possible. So thank you. Round of applause. Round of the pause for you. Someone who's been making music with me for more than 5 years and has been part of the wonderful garage band community is Mr. Ron Ward. Ron Ward's Strange Machine Studio, and he says, here's the 4th music video from my new album. The title track, We Want Our Bones. It is a mostly true tale of the POW MIA search in Vietnam in the 1990s. A country-style song with me singing and playing all the instruments. Let's give it a spin. Mr. Ron Ward's Strange Machine.
Driving down the highway in a Mitsubishi SUV 200 of its kind. Dropped in country by C-17 to get the mission done. We were there to bring 'em home. We want our bones. We want our bones. We were mystified by Asians, just 2 boys from Illinois, and we were up against their agents, all the hijinks and the noise, and they were so inscrutable to all our questions on the war. We want our bones. Yeah, we want our bones. And Billy was the best at what he did. He taught us how to speak and think just like them. There never was a team like us and him. 'Cause in that time and place we were the right man. With them
had to hear that little bit there. Yeah, very cool. A little break there, solo-esque, little bridge. Yeah, storytelling for the win. And yeah, Ron, giving you something to think about in that one, for sure. Absolutely, good stuff indeed. It is a beautiful guitar as well. Ron's got some quality instruments there for sure. Thank you for sharing that one. You can jump on over and listen to the whole kit and caboodle. Hello, Jenny Jolivet, by the way. Hope you're doing well and having a good weekend. And we've got just a couple of songs here in the first half. I promise you, we aren't going to 3 hours today. If you looked at the playlist, you'll realize that there's a lot less songs on there than there were last week. I learnt my lesson with the 3-hour marathon last week. Next up, we have Tremor Bear. This song is a tribute to the grievous time that the US is currently experiencing. Thank you, Pete, for all the times that you've played my music. Well, thank you. And yes, shout out. We don't go into details here on this show because this is your break from reality. But yeah, for those that are going through things and those in parts of the world where things aren't great right now, my thoughts are with you. My only because I can't. There's nothing I can do to act. I feel my job right now is to spread joy and happiness and music, and that's all I can really contribute at this point in time. So let's give this one a spin. This is Tremor Bear and The Breach Protocol 2.3. Your music live. super funky, like 70s cop show styles going on there. And I love that there's always room for a little Arizona to be slid in to the background there from Tremor Bear. Excellent stuff. Yes, round of the pause. Good stuff indeed. We've got one more song in the first half. I know we're going to finish the closest to on time for the first half that we ever have. Still not going to quite get under the hour, but close. And we're going to finish with old mate Michael Thompson, who says, "Hi Pete, here's the third song from my Beyond Earth album. This is another collaboration with Steve McLoone, who we've seen here in the chat, called Wasteland. Thanks again for sharing and caring." From Mike. Yes, remember, sharing is caring and Sharon is Karen. So hit the share button below or the like button. Or if you can find another button there, I don't know, there's probably more. Let's give it a spin. This is Wasteland on Your Music Live. What Michael and Steve have put together has always got that really live feel to it, doesn't it? It's always very sort of real old school rock and roll vibes. Very cool stuff there. Indeed. Good stuff. Hello, Gary Hubbs, who's here. Hello to Matt Scott, Shorefoot Stumbler. Hope you're doing well. Missed you too. Yeah, look, it's a cool thing that folks can come and go from this show. Like I won't hold you down and force you to watch all 2 to 3 hours of it every week. It's like in that movie. What's that movie with the people in the white coats that drink the milk? And that's super violent and I never liked and was always really overrated. Stanley Kubrick movie. Anyway, like that one, I won't do that. Oh, it's gonna get rough in the second half here, folks. I can feels it. So we better move on. That is the end of the first half. Don't stress though, please. I hope that you will not stress because we've got another big half of show coming up for you. We're going to reveal our featured artist in just a jiffy. We've got a couple of cool cover songs to dive under the cover with. We're going to do another Play My Firebeat, and we've got a veritable plethora of great independent music to close out the show. So no need to stress, no need to fret. Time to reveal our featured artist. This is someone who's newer to the community, and I got to admit, I don't know a lot about them, except that they make good music. I'm not going to get through this intro without a cough. My apologies, that wasn't going to end well. They sort of came into my focus around Songtember last year. I know that they'd shared some stuff and had been around before that, but their Songtember song really impressed me, and I was like, who is this artist? And then they wrote some like really interesting and quirky tunes, and their songwriting has progressed, and their recording has continued to improve, and they shared a song this week, and I'm like, Yes, I think this is our featured artist. So I dug up their Songtember song from Songtember 2024. They said at the time, here's my contribution to the Songtember 2024 Songwriting Challenge. It's a little country music song. I wrote the melody and the chords and the rest I cobbled together in Garage Band. So I like it when we have artists that, have made their way up and are using Garage Band and then get to the point where they're sharing their music. It's super cool. This is Queer Cartoon Cowboy, our featured artist here on Your Music Live.
When you stood there looking sexy and said goodbye, I took the punch right to my stomach, but you never saw me cry. I knew I had to stay alive, barbed wire my heart just to survive. I tried, but now I'm over getting over you. No, I know I shouldn't ask you how you've been. I should just stand here saying nothing, like I didn't see you coming. I should practice shrugging my shoulders, turn aside like I don't know you. What's the use? I'm over getting over you. And all those times when you got angry over nothing at all I can't do. Now I hold on to your temper like a sting to ward me off you. But I still dream of your eyes blazing furiously, knowing if I kissed you I could turn your glare to low. It wasn't easy wrapping my heart up in barbed wire. The spine's designed to keep you distant, stab me deep in my resistance, makes me wonder if the pain is worth the trial. It's just no good, I'm over getting over you. Since you don't want me in your life, I've got to look out for myself. I have to fight until it's warfare every day. And now I don't know what's my heart and what's barbed wire. The scars are healing round the spikes are rusting all the while. What made me think I could forget you? If you came back I would resent you. Over, getting over you. I said I'm over, getting over you.
Just love it. Still remember when I first heard that track and I'm like, I'm a sucker for storytelling in songwriting. And as Thomas says here, the lyrics are really well crafted. It's not so obvious that it's just smacking you in the face, but it tells a story that you can definitely interpret. And yes, hopefully the person got the message with that. Very cool stuff. I really dig when people you can tell that they're learning how to create music, and just the accessibility of GarageBand just means more people like Queer Cartoon Cowboy can create and share more music, and you'll get a listen to what they've been doing since then, because a brand new track that will close out the show, the Cooper's Hat, Slurry of the Murray. Absolutely. I had a couple of Coopers last night at the Crash Test Dummies. Hoi, and look, I'm feeling fine. I didn't have too many Coopers, but it's just the late nights. I'm just not built for late nights anymore. I didn't get to bed till about 12:30 a.m. I know, not 12:30 p.m. And had to get up early and wrangle children and stuff. But GarageBand. GarageBand's a lot of people's gateway drug into music creation, and I think it's a cool thing. For everyone that says, oh man, GarageBand is so lame and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, it's like you wouldn't have, you can't just have like Formula One without go-karts. You can't have like the NFL without like junior football. You can't, you need somewhere to learn. You need a ground to learn that's not as full on as the full big show. And I think, home recording and GarageBand and whatever you use to record, again, it just opens it up. And isn't it better that more people can create more music? The only people that don't want people to be using GarageBand and creating music are people who liked the barrier of entry because it made them feel special. And now everyone's flooding in and making music. And it's like, you know what? Sorry, but too bad, too sad. More music always better. Let's dive under the covers, shall we? We're going to start under the covers with Laurie's Mishmosh. I've always loved this song from Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper from the movie A Star Is Born. I was looking to do a solo project amongst all my collaborations, and this is in my back pocket. I played the piano over the guitar and got the rest of the instruments, including the singers, from karaokeversion.com. Thanks for playing, Pete. Let's give this one a spin. It is Laurie's Mishmosh on Your Music Live.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy on this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shadows.
Very nicely done there. Laurie's Mishmosh. Yeah, I've not seen the movie. I have heard the song maybe a couple of times, but not super familiar, but very cool version. And you know it's serious when the sheet music is there. Man, I don't read music well. I can vaguely understand. When I get sheet music, it's a waste because I look at the chord above it and just do something around that. All the little bits next to the treble clef and the bass clef, yeah, I get lost. I get very, very lost. So I just go, oh, it's in G. I'll play something around a G chord. All righty. We've got another cover song for you. This is Adorable Anarchy, who says, here's my cover of the Duran song, Ordinary World. I don't know why there were 4 Duran Durans in there. Of course, it's an alternative tuning like most of my stuff these days. You may wish to cue at 2:34. This is part of my compilation of about 5 songs that are covered by them. Thanks for all you do. Oh, that's why it was Duran. Okay, gotcha. So let's cue this up to 2 minutes 34 as instructed and take a listen to some Adorable Anarchy. Very cool stuff there. Yep, I was singing along in my head too. Probably my favorite Duran song. That one. And Thomas says he's biased. It was his first real concert was Duran Duran. I'm not sure. My first real concert was actually an Australian artist called John Farnham. But if I want to be cool, I say it was the Presidents of the United States of America, because that was the first concert I went to by myself as like a teenager, whereas my dad took me to see John Farnham, which many of you wouldn't know apart from our Australian friends. Good old Johnny Farnham. Very cool stuff. We've got, now this one's not a cover so much, but it is someone who we've played on this show that always gets a wonderful ovation. Something slightly different here with a little guitar, this time from Gayatri Gaikwad Galani. This couplet reflects a deeply philosophical and emotional sentiment about the journey of life. It expresses a carefree attitude towards both the destination and the path. The poet conveys that they are never worried about reaching a particular goal, nor conscious of the route they take. Instead, they surrender themselves completely to the pull of their heart, allowing it to guide them wherever it desires. A wonderful message, and something that, as I grow older, the whole hustle and grind and set goals and achieve things, I've kind of replaced that with exactly this, which is that you don't know. You don't really know where the destination is. Sometimes the path just turns and does a U-turn and turns left and then turns right, and you got to make the best of it and go with the flow. So a wonderful message, and this is an absolutely beautiful song. I think you're going to enjoy it. Stuff, yeah, and love the camera work there and the beautiful locations that are always used in the videos as well. Definitely takes you on a journey, both musically and visually, and a different style. Like I do love the traditional percussion in a lot of their music, but yeah, just having a simple voice and guitar just shows that versatility. Like when you're a good singer, you're a good singer, and you can do a lot of cool stuff. Exactly, it does. It sounds super complete, even with just a guitar and vocals. Everyone's sharing their first ever concerts, which is always a fun thing to look at. Yeah, feel free to let us know what you saw. I saw Yes in there. I saw Pink Floyd from Mark Bro. Yeah, it's cool to look back on that. And yeah, in a weird way, not to get too depressing, none of us know what our first concert will be until we go to it. You kind of get to choose that one. You don't get to choose your last one. Unless, of course, you just choose to never go to live music again. And I must admit, when I went to the show last night, I went to see Crash Test Dummies, for those that may be just joining us, and every time I'm going to live music, I'm like, dragging myself out of the house and crowds and lineups and blah, blah, blah. And then I watch it, I'm just like, that was the best thing ever. When can I see more live music? So, yeah, I'm pretty much addicted, even though sometimes I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like going out. Once I'm there, I'm like, yeah, this is it. All right, Secretary of Fate are back with a 5-minute epic. The new single is a catchy rock song, but as usual, we tried to achieve a distinct pop appeal. The cryptic lyrics fit perfectly into these turbulent times. Turbulent times. Let's give this one a spin, shall we?
In the silence of the night, where memories seem to last, I'm lost in the shadows of the dust of a future past. Echoes of what used to be, whispers of dreams that didn't last, caught in the undertow of the dust of a future past. Oh, we're dancing on the edge of a world that's fading fast, caught in the wreckage of the dust of a future past. Faded photographs and broken shards of glass, pieces of a puzzle in the dust of a future past. Searching for a way back home, but the bridges have all collapsed, lost in the wreckage of the dust of a future past. Oh, we're dancing on the edge of a world that's fading fast, caught in the wreckage of the dust of a future past. Through the mist and through the haze, we're trying to make it last, holding on to fragments of the dust of a future past. In the ruins of yesterday, we find the strength to outlast, rising from the ashes of the dust of a future past. Oh, we're
Secretary of Fate there. I like the music video for that one. Very cool. I like a good lyric vid. Nice one. Hello to Dynamite Throw. First concert was Kissed with Wasp. Cheebus. Very cool stuff. Yeah, we've got some nice good first concerts. Ted Nugent featuring predominantly there. Who knew what would happen to Ted Nugent? We probably could have guessed. It's a bit like Kid Rock. Back when I was listening to Kid Rock in the 90s, I'm like, oh, wow, who would have thought that Kid Rock would become a right-wing crackpot? Oh, yeah, okay. All the warning signs were there. Hulk Hogan? Yeah, all the warning signs were there. Anyway, what did I say before? I said we were going to, this is a celebration of music and joy. But guess what? As I've said on countless occasions, people are like, you shouldn't play music with about the sex and the religion and the politics. And I'm like, great, it'll be a 5-minute show. It'll be one song that's just about a paper airplane and everything else. And then people will be like, oh, paper airplanes are actually a symbol of war and that's very, very political. Be like, yep, you can't win. So yes, music is life and life is music, and unfortunately the two cannot be untangled entirely. Let's play another song, shall we, before I get up on that soapbox of mine. It's called Hawaii. It's my first completed track on a Fruity Loop Studio. No lyrics yet, but I'll get there as I move along. I call this style Pacific or Polynesian drift. Is when you take an islander guitar sound and mix it with synths to make a perfect blend. Hope you like it. Spent 2 weeks on it, and that's from Regional. So let's give this a spin. Hawaii Regional. Yes, be nice to sit on a beach right now, wouldn't it? And sipping a cocktail and listening to that sort of music. Good stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing. Remember, sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. Man, what's going on with Firefox at the moment? Yeah, you saw that weird thing it did with the full screening not quite working, and yeah, it's a bit dodge. And the reason I use Firefox is that I play this audio through Chrome, and then if I play the other through Chrome, you get clicks and pops, and if I use a different browser for the playback, you don't. But yeah, every time I update Firefox, something weird happens. I think it's being run by an actual fox now. I think it's just a fox there going, I don't know how I'm supposed to be coding this. Told you it's going to get a bit stupid next in this half. We're going to do another Play My Firebeat in just a jiffy, but let's play another tune before that. This is Present Artist X, who says, recorded using GarageBand World instruments. The song is about the birth of melody. At some point in music history, music went from a bunch of assembled sounds to forming melodies. One imagines a market square in early Rome, people gathered around a group of musicians playing something no one has ever heard before. Yeah, like we've got the 12 tones in our Western scale, and basically every single melody possible has now been played. But there would have been a time where people were hearing brand new melodies for the first time because instruments had only just been invented. That's a super cool thing to think about. All right, let's give this one a spin. This is Nascent Melody. Ace Ventura meets I Dream of Jeannie is pretty cool. That may be the comment of the day. Nicely done there. Yeah, very tribal kind of style, like combining those world instruments in there worked really well. That was Present Artist X. Very cool stuff there. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, round of the pause all way round for that one. You know who else deserves a round of the pause? That would be our wonderful friends at DistroKid. In the first half, I talked about slaps.com. That's DistroKid Junior. That's DistroKid Lite. Once you are ready, once you've graduated and you're like, I want to get my music out there to the world, what do? You come and sign up to DistroKid. I've been a DistroKid member since 2000 and, I was going to say 9, that's not right, 2016, when I released my first ever EP called Recoil. And as you can see, over the years, I have released a huge number of songs, EPs, and albums. And when I started out with DistroKid, I started on the musician plan, which is just $22.99 per month. Did you know DistroKid's prices have gone up once in the 9 years I've been using them? It went from $19.99 to $22.99. It went up $3. Disney Plus put my prices up, my monthly price up by $3 yesterday. It's now $20.99, up from $17.99. That's a month. So I'm paying almost as much for 1 month of frickin' Disney movies as you can pay for an entire year of releasing your music. And then, if you want to spend just a little bit extra, $39.99 per year, you can go up to the Musician Plus plan. That's what I recommend. You get synced lyrics in Apple Music, and most importantly, you get to customize your release date so that you can get your music out at a particular time and day, which is very important if you want to get on playlists and if you want to promote your music. So DistroKid, I honestly cannot say enough nice things about them. I've been using them for a long time, well before they were sponsors of this show and this channel. And everyone that goes to DistroKid comes back to me and says, why did I wait so long? Why haven't I been releasing my music? And you could be out at a party, you can be out with people, and they say, hey, you make music, where can I hear you? And you just go everywhere. Thanks to DistroKid. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan, and be like Joel, who's released 144 tracks through DistroKid, and you do the Musician Plus plan. There you go. It makes it super duper easy. You basically just don't have to think. And I like not thinking. All right, let's play one more song, and then we are going to do Play My Firebeat Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Let's play this one from Coraine, who says, while the song lyrics released in 2019 originally were about the end of the first teenage relationship, the creative process while doing the AI video in 2025 took me more and more into a different direction, and finally ended up in a dedication to people who lost their life due to their addiction. Probably we all struggle in life from time to time, and some of us go astray in substance misuse to find relief, with all possible consequences that can follow. Eventually, we have such family members and friends that we have lost, and to them, this song and video is dedicated. Let's us give it a spin. It's called The Last Dance. I really like it, and I'm assuming intentional, but the way there, that as it gets darker, it kind of slows, and then it almost feels like stumbling and struggling, which is really cool. Like, yeah, just very raw and very awesome. I dig it, and interesting use of the AI video stuff there. And look, I don't know, am I hypocritical because I don't care if people are using AI for videos, but if people are using AI, I think it's just using it alone. I think the fact that you still have to craft a video, and there's not much different between, using AI to create video and using what we used to use, which was just, clips, public domain clips and things, and putting it together, and you still got to do some of the work. I don't know. It's a weird world we live in, isn't it? Trying to decide what's right and wrong and good and bad. But yeah, I love the like. It almost felt like you were like walking confidently, and then you started like stumbling a bit. Worked well. All right. Should we do the spinnity spin? Yeah, we got to set it up first, don't we? Let us jump in to the giveaway tool. I'm going to make it easy. I made it hard having to write crash test dummies the first time around. I'm going to make you put hashtag 4 M's, hashtag in the chat. If you're not familiar with this, if you're new around here, this is called Play My Firebeat. It came about because people would come into this show, they wouldn't read any of the description, they wouldn't listen for more than 10 seconds, they would just be like, brah, play my firebeat, play awesome song by annoying person, I'm annoying person, play awesome song, play my firebeat. And Thomas would have to just quietly escort them out. So instead, we've legitimized it by doing it here twice a show. So if you have a firebeat, if you've just walked in here, your timing is impeccable because, yes, you can get your firebeat played, but you've got to win. You've got about a 1 in 14 chance at this stage. We'll see how we go. All right, Paws and Guitars are next, and Paws and Guitars have a song, which is a good thing because this is a music show. They say this one goes out to all the pencils out there that didn't make it. Huh? Let's find out together.
I broke my pencil today. Something deep inside said put it away. Sharpened it this morning and it broke on me with no warning. I broke my pencil today. I broke my pencil today. It was lost before, but I found it anyway. Number 2, yellow and sharp, but it broke in 3 different parts. I broke my pencil today. Why did it end up broken in half? But eventually ended up in the trash. I could have used tape or glue, but there was nothing I could do. I broke my pencil today.
How cool is that? Yes, an ode to broken pencils everywhere. I know, it's funny, isn't it? You just suddenly get a feeling of emotion for inanimate objects with songwriting like that. Very cool stuff there. Probably the best thing I've heard. I really enjoyed the panning there too, having the guitar on one side and the vocals coming on the other. Very sort of old school production, very Beach Boys and old 60s style. Worked well for the folky sound of it. All right, next up, we'll play one more song and then we will do the Play My Firebeat spin. This is Sal Caruso, Jaded Soul, Life and Death Stuff, Light and Dark with Faustian bargain-like connotations. Logic, MacBook, all awesome. Let's give it a spin.
Try to hold back the hourglass and the time. Your tears are rain. Drip through your fingers.
It's just like water and wine. Can't stop this train. Won't shoot the clock, you go with smoking so much. Yeah, kill me for. And all reflection of water in the past. Can't stop this raging storm. Gold that was found, holding tight in your claw. Life's only a fountain and your search for the grail. When a life was your
Very cool stuff there from Sal Caruso. Excellent work. Awesomeness prevails there. Thank you, Laurie's Mishmosh. Appreciate you, my friend, for becoming a member of the channel. Just $2 a month, folks, if you'd like to become a member of the channel and help support the work that I do here on Studio Live today. All righty, are we ready? We're gonna play a little bit of Sal in the background here while we spin the wheel. Are we ready for it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's bring up Sal here. Good luck, everybody. Oh. There we go. I was going to say, was it the end of the track? Congratulations to... You gotta be joking me. How funny is that? The serendipity of the Play My Firebeat. Yeah, it's always amazing how appropriate it can sometimes be. So there you go. It is Unshackled Spirit, who we were just hearing from. Yes, Lucky SOB for sure. So Sal, oh, look at this. I agree. This is a great pick. I was listening to this track the other day, and it could be my favorite song from Thomas's new album. So this is how nice Unshackled Spirit, our mate Sal, is. He has paid it forward, and he would like us to hear this super cool song by Thomas Christ. It was his Songtember of 2024 song, and it was the first taste of what we'd be hearing from Thomas with his 2025 album, which is available everywhere. Thomas I'll find the link, because Thomas is going to be too humble to put it there. No, in fact, Thomas, please link to your album on the, I've forgotten the name of the platform now, not SoundCloud. Oh, anyway, we're going to play this. This is a great tune. This is Thomas Christ. This is Sal's pick for the Fire Beat.
And it looks to be just about a 50-yarder from the left hash. That ball doesn't have the distance, and it does. How about 3 points on the board? On midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 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 touchdown,
sharpen every blade of grass. Smash mouth nukes ready to ground and pound. We keep punting and we're bound to fumble. Deep threat on the radar scout. No chip shot, but it splits the uprights. Flags on the field, it's a late hit. Double coverage, but they struck big times. Touchdown, we reach the end zone. The sideline keeps cheering for more. In this game of nuclear football, we all lose and no one's keeping score. Hey! 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 Now help me kid protect us all kids. Blindside us, they'll clean our clocks. We're gonna feel this one on Monday. The whole world headed straight for the blue tent. On our blitz against the offensive. Once we're down, there is no comeback. First down is the last one standing. Milking the clock before they take it to the house. Touchdown, we reach the end zone. The sideline keeps cheering for more. In this game of nuclear football.
Absolutely. Manic, apocalyptic, and frighteningly sinister. Yeah, I think sadly when I hear that track, it's sounding more and more like a documentary than a fantasy, which is a little unsettling. But yeah, just too cool, that track. Like it was an early sign that this was going to be kind of one of Thomas's best albums ever, and it definitely is. So what I've done is, instead of linking to that video, you can obviously catch all of Thomas's stuff on YouTube, but I've added the link to the description straight into Bandcamp, which I was having a wee senior moment and could not remember the name of Bandcamp. But you can go check out. Thomas Christ. All right, we've got a handful of songs to go here. We will be finishing closer to on time, maybe a little overtime action, and then I'm either going to bed or I'm going into the city because the South Australian cricket team. Speaking of sport, I had a good weekend of South Australian sport. Our footy team won yesterday, and our cricket team won the whole championship, which we call the Sheffield Shield here in Australia, and they'll be down at Rundle Mall today. So I was planning to go down for a sticky beak and see the team and cheer with the crowds, because you don't get to win. It's been 29 years since we last won, and this ain't no like 30-team competition. There are 6 states in Australia, folks, that play in this competition, and we haven't won it in 29 years. And I don't know if you can do the mathematics on that one, but that ain't a good ratio. Anyway, so it was very exciting. Bradley McKnight's up next, who says this song is called All I Need. The song explores the love and friendships that we have in our daily lives. Let's give this one a spin. Bradley McKnight, Your Music Live.
Never knew that you would be good enough for me. And now that you're here, I can't believe the way I feel when I'm with you. And nothing makes sense when we are far apart. When I'm with you, I feel fine. When I'm with you, I have a good time. This is time I never leave behind, 'cause I know how hard it is to find. Trust in you is all I need. In your friendship, I feel free. This is all I need to believe, that it's you, you're all that I need. Do is think about the future and what it holds. When our stories are told, they'll never grow old. When I think about the way that our days unfold, wherever you are, I know this will never end.
Bradley McKnight. Yeah, very distinctive vocal and very cool stuff there from Bradley. Thank you for sharing it, because Sharon is Karen, and Sharon is Karen, and Laurie is running off. Thanks. Good to have you here, Laurie. I love the coming together of our communities and the cross-pollination of artists that goes on around here. And Laurie, if you don't know, does some great work, lots of collaborations with other artists in the community, and her Friday night hangs are always hilarious and a good fun time. So jump on over and check out Laurie. And yeah, I know it's a bit weird that I'm going to either go out or go to bed, but so it's one of those things. But the what is it? The mind is willing, but the flesh is weak. So I planned to go out, and I may be able to suck it up and deal and go, or I may just collapse in a heap on the bed and have a nap. So either. And a sticky beak is yes, it's another Australianism. You go for a look, you have a sticky beak, and it's more to do with like, oh yeah, I'm going to stick my nose in there. It's from like hummingbirds that like stick their noses into things, so it can be used as like a negative connotation. It's like, yeah, get your sticky beak out of there, as in like stay out of my business. But yeah, you can have a sticky beak. It's like the Australian equivalent of a butcher's hook. Go, I'm just going to go have a butcher's, and people are like, a butcher's what? A butcher's hook? A look? Rhyming slang? Yeah. Anyway, yes, the Crows are looking good. Power, not so much. And yeah, Doug Kidder, who tried to get me to become a Cleveland Browns fan. I still haven't quite got around to following them, but they don't look like they're doing that well, Doug. Might have led me up the garden path there. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, we need to. All right. Let's take a peek. Yeah, put a sticky beak. Take a peek. Yeah, sticky. Yeah, that might actually be. It might actually be more rhyming slang. A sticky. You have a sticky. A sneaky peek. All right, let's play this one. This is Marshall. Marshall Fairbrother, who says, How They Were Unplugged version is a labour of love to the original How They Were, which featured on YML back in June 24. I recorded, mixed and mastered this version completely by myself as a blind engineer and musician without any assistance. And I will be performing this as an EP launch event for Able Orchestra on Tuesday, the 1st of April, which is in just a couple of days' time. Well done. Great stuff there, Marshall Fairbrother. That is testament to the fact that you want to get something done, you just get it done. Yeah, there are ways. This is How They Were. Marshall Fairbrother, your music live.
Feeling so strange, stuck here again. So quiet outside, I'm losing all my time. When will things be back to how they were? When will things be back to how they were? When will things be back to how they were? When will things be back to how they were? Everything is changing now. Every
lovely guitar, piano, and wonderful vocals. Just me, or have there been outstanding vocalists? Sometimes the show just kind of gets a bit of a vibe, and I think this week it's been outstanding vocals. And yeah, what an interesting like 6/8 rhythm there, as Costa's saying here with the 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3. Yeah, very cool stuff. Yeah, the Hopeful Melancholy. Yeah. Hopeful Melancholy would be a cool name. Hi, we're Hopeful Melancholy, and we'll be playing some songs for you tonight. That's a cool band name. Band name. All right, we're going to keep moving on here, folks, because I'm clearly losing the plot. Sticks for Guns is up next. They're always making amazing tracks. They said had to know when to stop with the layering. This creation seemed to appreciate several tracks. Hope you enjoy. Well, it Sticks for Guns, so I'm sure we are going to. Let's give it a spin. Man, Sticks for Guns, it's just got a way of just putting together sounds like excellent. There's just tone and sound selection is such an important part of making a cool soundscape, and Sticks for Guns just has the knack of doing it. Thank you, Dynamite Throw, for being here. Have a good night, my friend, and thank you for joining us. And congrats to Ruben Maynor, just released your first song with DistroKid. Awesome. Yes, DistroKid is amazing, and the feeling of just getting your music out there to the world using DistroKid is amazing, because you're on your Apple Music or your Spotify or YouTube Music, and there's all these amazing artists, and then you're there. It kind of feels like you get to be part of the music industry in a cool way. So congrats on that one, and kudos to DistroKid for helping you get it out there. Sorry for the giant yawn during that song. I was trying to stifle it, and then I'm like, nah, it's not going away. So it was nothing to do with Sticks for Guns' awesome musical talent. It was that John's had about 6 hours sleep and is an old man. Greg Hutto's up next. This one is about trying to stay positive in a world full of negativity, inspired by the Three Little Pigs video by Green Jelly. Here we are. That's so cool, because I played that very song on the weekend, on the happy hour, because it's a fun song. Let's give it a spin. It's called Negativity Overload. Greg Hutto, Your Music Live.
Broken
I have an absolute soft spot for this style of music. It's very 90s grunge, mid-90s grungy, sort of sludgy sound. So I am a big fan of Greg's for that. But I think even objectively, if you were just looking at that, yeah, just the cool video and the cool sounds, the production value that he puts into it. And yeah, not surprising that Gordon likes it, because I think Gordon and Greg are sort of put into a similar sort of boats, that they both take very special, not that all of us don't care about our music, but both of them handcraft their music with such care, and it really comes through in the sound. So great stuff there. We're on the homeward stretch. Let's continue on before Johns falls asleep or goes insane or does something. Next up, we've got Dell. He says, "Hi, Pete. All my stuff is done on iPad. Thank you so much for playing my tune." You're very welcome, Dell. Let's give this one a spin. It's called Simply Dance. Very cool stuff there, Dell. Definitely great production work on that one, and all of their pieces are great. I loved the slightly do 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 do, like it was sort of like slightly off key. Interesting choice, like in a good way, but very, very cool. Nicely layered there. Sylvie, you might be a little bit in the past. You might want to hit that little live button, because we're playing one of your songs soon and you want to be at the chat. It happens. If you buffer or if your thing pauses, sometimes it can put you 30 seconds up to a minute, even longer, behind the live show. So I just wanted to shout that out, that anyone that's watching live, if you're on the app or mobile, just make sure the little live button is red, and if not, tap it or click it and it will catch you up to the latest time. Let's play some Scribbles. When I want cool sounds, I dial 13 Scribbles. They say, "Break the Glass" is code. It's code 13, made in Logic, engineered in Serum, created in a nuclear reactor. Very cool stuff. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Scribbles, another artist who you can just really feel the handcrafted nature of every track that they put out there, definitely with care. And yeah, killer artwork. Scribbles does a lot of I think all of the artwork as well, which is always amazing. So great stuff there from 1-3 Scribbles. Yeah, round of the pause. Yeah, a little Thomas Christie industrially vibe. Definitely some crossover there. Excellent stuff indeed. Yeah, it could be gaming, horror movie, lots of possibilities for a track like that. Next up, we have Stephen Ewart. Stephen Ewart says, made with Korg Oasis keys, PRS Santana SE guitar, and a trombone and trumpet. Let us give it a spin, shall we? It's called What's Your Game? Stephen Ewart on Your Music Live. The man of tens of thousands of videos and some very cool, if you ever wanted to know what it's like traveling around in Queensland, Stephen's got you covered. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, 15,707 videos. It's crazy. But very, very good stuff there from Stephen Ewart. Keep them coming, my friend. Great vibes, great tunes there from Stephen. Guess what, folks? I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is we've got 3 songs to go and it's time for our anti-penultimate tune. The bad news is the show is almost over for another week, but what a cracking show it's been. And I really, really hope that my sanity has been retained at least enough to show the respect that these great artists and wonderful tracks deserve here today. Someone who's been around the community for a while now, and we just helped get caught up. So hopefully you're hearing and seeing this now is Sylvie Drapeau. And don't worry, Sylvie, I've done it a bunch of times. It's really easy for you just to not be up to live, and then you're like, why does it not sound like what everyone's saying in the chat makes sense right now? So we're going to play this one. This song, Melodic, on Honorique. Oh man, I should have put this at the start of the show when my reading was going to be better. Dreamlike Melody talks about a beautiful melody I heard in my sleep, but in the morning it vanished from my memory. It's my first bilingual song. The chorus is in English for y'all. Starts halfway through the song, and there is an English verse at the end. I often felt like giving up during the progress. I cried a lot over this project, but I'm happy now that I did persevere. Thank you for everything, my friend. Well, yeah, perseverance is key. And finishing songs. So first, before we even play it, round of applause for actually finishing it. Because that can be the hardest thing sometimes when you're having a tough run at something. But yeah, getting it done is so super duper important. Create, record, release, as we say around here. Let's give it this one a spin here. Our anti-penultimate tune on Your Music Live.
Durant mon sommeil, j'ai rêvé d'un chant d'amour, d'un air doux et sans pareil, que je le chanterai tous les jours. Mais soudain au matin, tout semblait évanoui, j'en perdis mon latin quand elle sombra dans l'oubli. J'ai cherché longtemps ma douce mélodie en lui demandant: reviendras-tu cette nuit? À nouveau t'entendre chuchoter à mon oreille des mots pour m'attendre, aussi doux que le miel pendant que le vent s'étend sous le soleil. Tes mots que j'entends pénètrent mon sommeil. In my sleep I heard a tune so sweet and bright, a melody beneath the moon. I would sing it every night. Sweet melody, you fill my heart. Stay a while with me, don't drift apart.
Sylvie Drapeau, our anti-penultimate tune on this week's Your Music Live. Episode 249. Yeah, 250 next week. About 250. It's going to be a good one. Again, I can sense it. Yes, because we have been doing this show for nigh on 5 years, folks. Amazing stuff there from Sylvie Drapeau. Thank you for sharing it. Sharon is Karen. Round of the pause all around there. Beautiful to have the French and then the English lyrics in there. Well done. Great production work there. Penultimate. There is a penultimate song lurking around here, Joel, and it's from Riv Musics. They say To the Bone is a high energy but introspective hip hop track. The song was created in segments over 3 years and recording at different times, also further supporting the storytelling aspects of the song. This one's a bop. This one's fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. Riv Musics To the Bone, our penultimate tune on Your Music Live.
I talk about, I'm still sorting out. Whether it's in my house or in front of crowds. Can I fall now? Got me stressed out. Got me foreboding all the bad now. My bow and arrow is going down. Cause no one listens when I talk. I'm talking almost like a cyborg. Could hardly sleep with the lights off. I'm an ice on some of my flaws. With the bone saw, put some ice on it. That's too much, put some rice on it. This depression like a python, and it consumes me until I'm all gone. Be too long for him. Hopefully I'm dead wrong, but if so, I wasn't far off. Who cares though? I'll be stardust. I don't know. If I be alive or not, in a single shot, in a single second, we gon' let it rock. Feel it in my bones, this fragile shot. See it from my angle, in your opinion, flops. To the bone. Self-sabotaging, Trojan horse in my noggin. Embellished or tarnished, celebrated or forgotten. I sit in silence, my thoughts around us, ignoring noise, or am I unbalanced? I fade into the past and how these outcomes, how drums help my thoughts go from inward now to outcomes. These songs have done nothing but make my sad songs catalog. My journey has been tested, along the rest it's in my bones, I've been destined, instead. Been restless, been borderline obsessive, been open to suggestions, had copies and out of lessons. Without the execution that she's been to come with, I've been running with the excuses, like having depression or having these lessons that beat me down until I'm bleeding. I'm begging for some kind of reprieve, some time to just breathe. Or is this good time for me to get back on my feet and just go? Everything I say in life's real. No one told you you're lucky. Every second you're
River
alive.
Music's very cool stuff. Great video and very, very cool flow there. To the bone on Your Music Live. Go check it out in the description below. You can find out all of the artists and follow them where they lurk, be it on YouTube or SoundCloud or, dare I say, anywhere, if folks are smart enough to release their musics with our friends at DistroKid. Yes, don't forget, DistroKid are the amazing folks who help you get your music out there to the world, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan if you sign up using the link up there or down in the description. A massive thank you to all of the artists who we've had on the show this week. An amazing cavalcade of talent as per usual. So thank you everyone for being here. Apologies to those, I know Queer Cartoon Cowboy, who were about to play their featured song, had to leave us. For our friends in the UK and Europe, I know it's only getting later. So if you're catching up on the replay, shout out to the likes of Scott Borthwick and others who joined us live over the winter times, and then when it comes to summer times, it makes it a bit challenging when it's 1, 2 in the morning. So I do appreciate it, but thank you everyone for being here, tuning in, and we're going to play our final song here. This is our ultimate tune, our featured artist. It is I always get that wrong, Queer Cartoon Cowboy, and it is I'm trying something a bit different with this one. It's inspired by a scene from a Baroque opera, which I've reworked into a pop song using the string section in GarageBand. Very, very interesting stuff. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. Remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, keep creating, and I'll see you next time right here on Your Music Live. Bye for now.
So now I've found you, and you're still sleeping. What are you dreaming? Wrapped in your blanket of everlasting winter. How will I rouse you? Would I confound you? If I kiss your frozen lips softly, softly, break your slumbering and rise up to me. Crack these manacles of brittle, sullen, self-indulgent, cold genius. All these people you surround yourself with, chattering and trembling your loyal subjects, flattering your vanity, you hate and love it. I am your primavera, feel me, feel how I warm you. I will awake you, and I demand surrender. Don't you grit your teeth at me or frown like thunder. I am your forever, forever. I thaw you, I break you and restore you. Take my hand, I am your Lord. My gift in exchange for all your death. You will obey me, rise up and join me, be reborn into me.